What's up, Archons? I'm Flightless Pheasant, and today we have another update from the Amber Skies Game Found. This one is about tokens of change. It's actually got a whole bunch of new tokens in it that they're going to show off for us, and some of the other cards as well. I think it's definitely worth looking at. Also, I did do a completing the cycle for tokens, so if you want to check how close I got, I'm going to put that video up above so that you can go look at that one as well, and then come back to this one and see how close I got. Now, there are going to be more tokens for each house, so maybe I nailed it, but some of these are actually not far off from things I came up with, so I'm pretty proud of myself so far. Anyway, let's take a look. So it's called Looking Under the Tokens, a token deep dive. Let's take another look at Tokens of Change, an upcoming special set that revisits the popular token creature game mechanic. I want to put this out there. I love the gimmick game mechanics. I think tokens were great. I liked the Tide. It was very thematic, so I hope we get lots more thematic things like that going forward. All right, let's see what they've got for this. Tokens of Change is a forthcoming bonus set that revisits the popular token creature mechanic, first introduced in the 6th set, Winds of Exchange. Each Keyforge Tokens of Change deck will include a token creature reference card, which signifies the kind of token creature that particular deck will make. And the token they have showing here for Geistoid is Wrecker. It's a Spectre robot that's got 2 power and says, after Reap, discard the top card of a player's deck. That's not bad. That's very Geistoid. I like that. And then they've got a creature that makes a token, I assume, called Administrator Rivet. It's a 3-power creature that says, play, make a token creature. If you are haunted, each friendly token creature captures one. I like that with my token that I came up with that gains traits while it has Amber on it. That would actually be a really good way to load them with Amber, and actually that would be a really good card to pair with them to do like the paired card. That'd be pretty cool. Anytime a card is played or used that makes a token creature such as Administrator Rivet, that player puts the top card of their deck into play on a flank of their battle line face down as a token creature. That face down card is considered to be a copy of the deck's token creature reference card. Any of us who've played Winds of Exchange are familiar with all of this. Alright, let's take a look at some cards that make tokens and some tokens for the houses this time around. So we have Gate Warden. This is a 3-power demon that says, while you control a token creature, your opponent's creatures cannot reap. Play, make a token. That's a pretty good riff on like the Unfathomable creature that while you control a token, your opponent refills their hand to 1 less. So I like that. He has a flavor text, but I actually cannot read it. A few centuries of servitude seemed a fair price for power. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's the flavor text. That's pretty good. And then there's Cognitive Assumptions. This one gains you an Amber and says, play, reveal up to 3 Logos cards from your hand. For each card revealed in this way, make a token creature. I like that. I like that. Then there's Hunter of Legend. You gain an Amber when you play it, and this creature gains Skirmish, and after fight, make a token. Everyone wants to be a legend. Nice. That's pretty good. And then there's Whimsical Conjurer, which I love the art for that one. Whew, nice. It gives 2 bonus Amber pips throughout the deck and says whenever you resolve an Amber bonus icon, you can make a token creature instead. Interesting, but probably not worth it in most situations, especially since Amberling's not going to be a token this time around, although I'm not sure why you do Amberling over just gaining an Amber. 4 cards shown above are examples of cards with abilities that say make a token. Yep. Token creatures behave just like normal creatures. They normally enter play exhausted and can fight, reap, or use their printed ability if they have one. If a token creature leaves play for any reason, it reverts to its printed card type. Yep, because it'll have on the front side a card that it's faking, or that, you know, a card that it actually is, not the token that it's pretending to be. Alright, let's see what we have here. So, the Logos token seems to be a Savant. This is a 2-power cyborg. With action, you may choose a card in your archives and put it into its owner's hand. Otherwise, archive a card. Okay. You know, that's not too bad. It does mean that in multiples, you're not going to want to use the action. But I guess that's why it's 2-power. The Disc creature is a 1-power imp that says destroyed. If it is your turn, your opponent loses 1. That is very similar to the disc creature I came up with. That's almost the same. Mine made them lose an amber as an action instead of a destroy effect. But you could still only do it during your turn. So, I mean, this one, they die and you don't get to do it again, but still. And then the Shadows creature is Prowler, Elf Thief. 1 power, says after Reap, if your opponent has more amber than you, steal 1. That's not bad. I actually like that quite a bit. And then the Skyborn token is an Adragon? I think that says Adragon or something like that for the trait. And it says, it's 1 power. It says, while your yellow key is forged, Aerialist gains after Reap, capture 1. Which is not a great ability, but, I mean, if it pulls your opponent off a key, right? Alright, there are 28 different token creatures in Keyforge Tokens of Change, same as last time. 4 for each of the houses, each of the set's 7 houses. Each house's card pool includes 3 regular tokens and a rare token that is linked to another special card. Yeah, they did that last time. Like all Keyforge decks, each Keyforge Tokens of Change deck will consist of 3 different houses, and the token creature for the deck is thus selected from the 12 possible options of the 3 houses featured in the deck. Yes! Alright, so they show us a Untamed one, and this is the one that's apparently going to be linked. So this is Niffle Brute, which always comes with Niffle Sanctuary. So Niffle Brute is a 4-power Niffle Beast, which makes him pretty chunky, actually. Pretty beefy. That says, destroyed, return a Niffle from your discard pile to your hand. I wonder if they're going to add new Niffles, or if it's just going to be Niffle Ape, Niffle Queen. I guess probably not Niffle Kong, so probably just Niffle Ape and Niffle Queen. Along with, I guess, the Niffle Brutes, but they won't be Niffles in your discard piles, so I don't know what that is. And then Niffle Sanctuary, which says action, make a Niffle Brute, which is the token. Until the end of turn, each Niffle Brute gains after fight, gain 1. Oh, Niffle Sanctuary is a Niffle. Oh, so you can use a Niffle Brute to return Niffle Sanctuary to your hand, and then play it. Okay. And they gave it an after fight ability that lets it gain an amber, which is very similar to a creature I came up with that had an after fight that let it steal, although they made theirs 4 power and mine was only 3. So, it's important to note that if you have no cards remaining in your deck, you won't be able to make any additional token creatures until you have a chance to reshuffle your discard pile back into your deck. Usually this only happens when you are required to draw a card into your hand. Yeah, very familiar with all of that. Unless you've not played Winds of Exchange, in which case this will be a lot of fun. And then they show us a couple new House Redemption cards, which is very exciting because I want to know more about House Redemption. Also, I really like their red and silver versus Sanctum's blue and gold. I think that's very good. It's very striking. Intrepid Exemplar, 4-power, 2-armor, Knight Mutant with Taunt that says, after fight / destroyed, make a token creature. I shall show you the way. I don't hate that. In fact, I kind of like it. That's pretty good. And then new outposts, which, yeah, I was pretty sure we were going to get new outposts. This one is Vindication Outpost, which I assume this has to be the city they've put outside of the Dark Amber Vault to protect it. But anyway, it says action, put a friendly creature on the bottom of its owner's deck. If you do, make a token creature, ready it, and fight with it. So this is a cool one. The only thing I don't like about this outpost is it's not reprint friendly, because it can only really be in sets with tokens, which is a little unfortunate because all the other ones were reprint friendly. But anyway, it says, if you seek absolution, your journey begins here. I like House Redemption. They're shaking out to be a really, really cool house that I think I'm going to enjoy a lot. There's more tokens to change in another article. Pledge Manager closes next Monday. Next Monday, 5 days. Also, I'm going to be doing the live stream of Rise of the Keyraken tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mark your calendars, check your watches, be ready. It's going to be very exciting. Thank you all so much for getting us to 100 subs. Yeah, more token stuff, very exciting. Lots of new spoilers and images. Things to look forward to, Tokens of Change. Yeah, that's all I have for you today. But until next time, later, Archons.